Hey, my name is Carson22, and in this video, I'll teach you how to be a solo pirate with some gameplay showing the methods that I used. I'll also show you what traders can do to stop themselves from getting pirated. I've personally pirated around 20 players by myself, and I've come up with a pretty good methodology to ensure a successful raid. The first thing you'll need as any pirate is an interdiction ship. Without an interdiction ship, the player that you're pirating can just jump away and you won't be able to do anything to them. The three ships in the game that are able to interdict are the RSI Mantis, the Cutlass Blue, and the RSI Scorpius Centaurus. The best ship in the game for solo piracy is definitely the Cutlass Blue. This is because the Cutlass Blue is able to carry cargo, while the other ships can't do that. Your general game plan for piracy should be to fly down to a mining station or a scrapyard, and if you see a ship that can carry cargo, you should start scanning it. The places that I've found the most traders are at Shipping Mining Facility 18 and 22 on Microtech, Brio's Bricker Yard, and the Shipping Mining Facility on Daymar, and the Reclamation and Disposal Arm on Hurston. And also one more that not too many people know about, the Shipping Mining Facility on Calliope. I've came across like a couple of traders there because they think they're slick. If you don't find somebody at these places like immediately as soon as you go there, don't really be discouraged. It can take you literal hours to find somebody to pirate. It's honestly just random if somebody's gonna be there or not. But these are the places that I've found the most people at, so I'd recommend going there. In the video, I'm at Shipping Mining Facility 18 on Microtech. I come across a C2, and that can carry a lot of cargo. So I start to scan it and I see if I can find anything. Right now there's like a glitch with scanning. Sometimes it doesn't show you like any of the cargo or any of the weapons or components somebody has in their ship. So to fix this, you gotta just land and then get back, like land, get out of your ship and then get back in it. And then it'll like fix it and then you can like scan everything on the ship. Alright, so I get out of my ship seat and then I get back in it and then I'm able to scan the ship again. It's just showing, like the signatures and stuff, but then like it starts showing his name, and then it shows like all his weapons and components, and then I see that he has like 100 SEU of gold and 1 SEU of barrel, and then I start getting like a little bit excited. Unfortunately with this guy, literally as soon as he took off, the server 30k'd, so I wasn't able to use this as an example, but I do have other examples in the video. Just wait a little bit and we'll get to that. One thing that's notable to mention is that his name was Kiriko Gaming. To make sure that he's actually online, you want to go to your comic or multi-glass and then scroll down, and if you see his name, that means he's online. He's probably just inside of one of the trading terminals, waiting for gold to restock. A lot of traders do that nowadays. They just like wait for something to restock, which I don't really understand because like isn't time like important to the traders so that they can make more money? But I mean, it is what it is. I'm still getting the gold anyways. So now that we've scanned the person's ship and we know they have cargo on board, what you want to do is wait for them to get back to their ship and take off. So this is where it gets kind of tricky. You're going to want to look at the bottom right of your screen if you're in the Cutlass Blue, bottom right of your screen, and then you're going to want to turn your QD on, and then you want the quantum dampener to activate. Once you do this, the person won't be able to quantum jump away, but you need to be outside of arm system to actually be able to activate the quantum dampener. So this is why you have to this is why it's kind of tricky. Once you've activated the quantum dampener, you have two options. The first of the two options is to soft death their ship and then board them, take all the stuff like that. And the second option is to disable their ship using distortions, like distortion weapons, distortion repeaters, or cannons. The benefit to using the distortion option is that you actually get all of their cargo, because you can just take their whole ship and then bring it somewhere else, and then you can like rent a bigger cargo hauler, or you can do something like that. In this example that I'm going to show you, I go for the first option because, like, realistically speaking, it's gonna be kind of difficult to disable somebody's ship and then open their hatch in the back and then board it, all while the ship is still offline, because the ship's only gonna be offline for about I want to say 30 seconds. So it's more viable, like it's more realistically available to disable somebody's ship or to soft death somebody's ship. Alright, well at this point, the person still has one option left. His only option right now is to fly back to the mining station into the arms zone, and then I won't be able to do anything to him. I like can't damage him in there, or like I can't take his cargo. I can't do anything to him. But unfortunately, this guy didn't know that, and well, he pays for it with his life and all of his cargo. Right now is probably a pretty good time to mention that you need to be somewhat good at PvP. Although that kind of goes without saying, this is piracy against other players. So really, all you need to do is stay within 2 kilometers. If you get outside of 2 kilometers, they can quantum jump away. So always make sure you stay within that range. It's kind of easy to do that in interdiction ships because they're all like the fastest ships in the game. When you're pirating cargo ships, you want to chase them as far out into space as you can. This is so they don't crash back into the atmosphere and so you don't lose any of your stuff. Right here in the video, I'm just trying to turn my laser repeaters back on so that I can hurry up and soft at this guy. Originally I had planned to disable the ship using disruptors, but like 2 minutes into that I realized that probably wasn't going to be a good option. So I just decided I would just fully soft dead the ship and then board him and then take all of his stuff like that. So right now he's soft death, and here comes the riskiest part for me, the part. I'm gonna have to get out of my ship and board his and kill him. He's like a little bit far away, so I'm gonna have to get close to his ship. He gave me a crime stat because, you know, I just soft dead the ship. Of course he's gonna do that. So to come up real slow. Right here I'm like honestly pretty cautious because he could realistically do anything. So I scan his ship again. I make sure he still has his cargo. I make sure he's still on board. And then I, you know, start looking around his ship, see if I can like identify where he is before I board his ship, and well, I'm gonna have to kill him. So yeah, as you can see, he has like 100 SCU of gold. I'm gonna get like another scan off. It's gonna show that 100 SCU in a second. Yeah, there it goes. And then it's also gonna show that he's a passenger on the ship. So right now, I need to like look for him. I need to be able to. I need to like try to find him while I'm like still inside of my ship. So like I look around, and then I go around to his cockpit and I don't see him in there, and that kind of makes me nervous because that means he could like literally be anywhere, and that's like a huge ship. So right now I decide I need to probably go around to the back and open up his hatch. So that's what I do. I get to the back of his ship. Once I'm back here, I turn off some of my guns because I don't want to do too much damage. I just want to do enough damage to open up the back of his ship. If I would have done the second option that I mentioned earlier and tried to disable the ship, that would have made things a lot more difficult because I would have had to do all this while moving. And that doesn't really seem realistically possible for a solo pirate, so this is why this is probably the best option for a solo pirate, to soft death the ship. So I disable all my weapons, all of my not components, but my weapons, and then I start shooting at his cargo hold to open up that ramp. So it takes a couple of shots, but eventually I get the ramp open. It's just gonna take like 1 or 2 more from here. 4? Okay, it took 4 more. Okay. Well, now that it's open, I look in there, see if I can find anybody, and I'm not seeing anybody, so that's making me even more nervous. Cause like, dude, where is this guy? Turn on the lights, look again. I do that just so I can symbolize my ship. Yeah, not saying anybody. So that's making me nervous. So I come up real close. I want to scan the ship again to make sure he's in there, but then I see that his ship goes white. Normally, this means the person left their ship or they got offline. Considering that I didn't see him get out of his ship because like there's only one entrance and exit, is that ramp. Considering I didn't see him go out of that, I'm thinking he just got offline. So he just rage quit at this point. So from here, I basically just get the whole ship and all the cargo, and all I gotta do is transfer it. Alright, well, I line up my ship, I get in my pilot seat, open the door, and then let's see what we got. Alright. Well, there's about 100 boxes in there that I need to get, and so I start working. Alright, well, now I have the ship fully loaded. Normally, you can only fit about 12 boxes on here, but I have 50, so it's just a little bit cramped. Everything still works though, I mean I can still walk around everything. It just looks kind of ridiculous. So I go to my pilot seat, and right now I want to go to Grim Hex and sell all the gold because I think Grim Hex is the only illegal terminal that actually buys gold. Don't quote me on that. So yeah, that's where I'm going for the last part of this video, just to go sell it. This is about 400,000 worth of cargo right here. I would have been able to get it all if I had, fully disabled the ship and then taken the whole ship and transferred all the cargo to like a bigger ship that I rented. But I didn't do all that because it's just a lot to do, and it's also kind of impossible to do. All right, so right now I'm at the trade center on Grim Hex. I go up to the commodity shop and I select my colors blue as the destination. We make like 80,000 off the 12 FCU that like we can store regularly. So yeah, that's cool. Yeah. And then off the other thing we made like damn near 300,000. So like, oh yay, that's a lot of money. So we combine those two, that's like almost 400,000 worth of credits. As you can see, as soon as I open my mobile glass and show you the amount of money that I made. But really, yeah, that's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and have a good day.